All right, I think we are on. If someone could give me a thumbs up.
Yes, we got the thumbs up. Yay! Hi, everyone. Here we are again, the Blossom team with our special guest speaker, Ben. Very excited to have all of you back, and let's say hello with our favorite choice of beverage, tea, coffee, water, whatever you like to drink in a late Thursday afternoon. And happy summer. It's nice and warm. Hope everybody gets to enjoy this beautiful weather. Today we have a very special, like always, agenda. But before we go through that, I want to just go through the introduction of our team. Diana and Helena, our program managers, are here today. Very excited to have them. And Gita, our marketing manager, is also here. And Cindy, our fundraising coordinator. And she does so much more. All of us, we're definitely wear many different hats. So thank you, team, for being here today. And Ben with Beep Beep Car Seat is here as well. And we're very excited for that. So the agenda is definitely have Ben introduce Beep Beep Car Seat and Baby Proofing, and their amazing new class that they're gonna be offering through Blossom. It's called The First Ride Home. It's very exciting to have them at Blossom and for them to share all these important safety tips for all those new parents. So he's going to, in a little bit, talk about all that. Then after that, we'll be talking about our new Mentor Mom Network program that Cindy launched. And we are super excited about this program as well. And then Diana will go through the Q&A of hiring a doula program that will also be happening in the month of July. And then we have some announcements on our in-person classes. So stick to the end. There's fun stuff happening until the end of our live event today. And we're gonna offer some information about our pelvic floor workshops that we'll be hosting at Blossom, one online and one in person. So great stuff coming. So why don't we start? Ben, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you. It's our pleasure to be here today. Just a little background on ourselves. We're child passenger safety technician instructors. So we're not only just certified technicians, but we're the instructors that teach like the CHP, the firefighters on how to become technicians so they could train families out in the field. And our company, of course, is Beep Beep Car Seat and Baby Proofing. And a little background on our personal history. I come from a children's hospital, Lucille Packard, worked there for a good 16 years, and I've been a technician for 20 years now, actually. Wow. We've installed over 25,000 car seats. So the question comes up, why do I need to have my car seat checked? And we definitely educate families on the importance of having a car seat installed correctly because, you know, unfortunately, vehicle crashes are the #1 killer of children. So let me get my infographic up. Sorry. I guess it's not working now. Sorry. My apologies. Okay. So with car seat checkups, it is the #1 cause of death for children. Child safety seats lower the risk of injuries by up to 82%, which is quite significant. We've come a long ways with child passenger safety, where car seat manufacturers are producing safer car seats, going beyond our federal motor vehicle safety standards. This statistic always gets people quite a bit. 73% of child safety seats are used incorrectly. And actually, we personally see a lot more than that. And the misuse could be anywhere from incorrect installation, car seat's not tight enough, the lower anchors are not used correctly, or the harnessing is not done right. And then rear facing is always best to have the child rear facing as long as possible. It supports the head, neck, and spine. And then we always should follow our guidelines with the height limits of child safety seats. Within our session, the first ride home that we'll hold in August, we'll go into details as far as what parents need to know when they're leaving the hospital, car seat installation, harnessing, where it should be placed at, and looking into your, reading into your car seat. Is it installed correctly? What's best practice? So we'll go into details of what parents need to know prior to their discharge. If you look at the bottom of the infographic, you'll see an overlapping of rear facing, forward facing, booster seat, and seat belt. And many people don't know how long I should rear face my child. You can see like there's an overlapping gap. And of course, the longer the better, protecting the head and the spine. Then we have forward facing and then booster seat and seat belts. So it's a little good information there to share with folks when it comes to answering the question, what kind of car seat should my child be in? So we're looking forward for folks joining us for the August 25th class. We will go into detail as with the installation of your car seat, what to expect, and we'll cover the misuses that we see and what to expect prior to being discharged. Okay.
Thank you, Ben. And how about, you said that it's August 25th. That's Wednesday. What's the time again? Can you remind us? 6 o'clock, from 6 to 7.
Correct, 6 to 7.
Okay. And do you recommend this for expectant parents? Is this what we understood?
Oh, absolutely. We actually recommend all expectant parents to take some type of child safety education. You don't want to wait for the last minute, especially if the little one's going to come early. You want to be prepared. Let the car seat be the last on your list of things to do prior to birth. So we always recommend child safety education at least a month prior to due date.
Thank you, Ben. That's great. And just by the way, the class is only $19. And when you participate, you get a $19 coupon that you can use in the one-on-one sessions with Ben and Karli. So I hope some of you can take opportunity of this class starting in August. And what goes hand in hand with safety, what I also want to announce is that we do offer a CPR class at Blossom. So I would recommend as new parents to take that class. Me as a yoga instructor, I also need to every 2 years renew my CPR certificate. It's something that I highly recommend to do, especially before your first baby arrives. You can, however, also participate in the CPR class after. But again, those are two very important classes that I recommend.
I would even say, Ben, when we talked, I shared with you that I had a toddler and I was still kind of going through the what to buy, what to get. So although I believe we talked about expectant parents, we can also open the doors to whomever is going crazy about which chair, which seat do I choose? Because I went through that. And we talked about the variation in prices, right? Is paying $300 for a chair better than paying 50 necessarily? So I think that's, I think that we can say, yes, for expectant parents, a must, because you are looking into car seats before you actually bring your baby home, because the baby's going to come back in the seat. But also, right, as the baby grows, the needs change. And then, you know, this is, I think it's a wonderful opportunity to learn more. A lot of times we have no idea of the little things that we can do in our lives to make, you know, our families safer. So thank you for putting this together. We're very excited to have you and Karli teach this class.
Yes, yes. We're looking forward to it. And you're absolutely right. There's just, it's overwhelming just trying to figure out which car seat to start with. And then in addition to all the other things that you'll see and if it's necessary or not. So yeah, there's a lot to it. There's quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And as they grow, it changes and morphs, and you know, the type of booster and the backless booster and the whole bit. And because it is summer, you know, I know that's also something that has come up before with car seats and babies. And do you have any recommendations on tips on how to make sure kids aren't left in the heat? Or
oh yes, of course. You know, the number one thing is never leave a child in a vehicle unattended. In a vehicle, it's like an oven. Even if you crack the windows down, the dash just heats up and the whole interior just starts to bake. And we've done tests before and demonstrations where we could have a day at 85 degrees and the car will heat up to 110. And then of course, then you're affecting the core temperature of the baby. And then, you know, they can't, you know, physically get out of the car. And that it's just bad news right there. And people do it, you know, unintentionally, or they'll walk in and say, hey, you know, I'll just be a few minutes. And a few minutes could take longer than that. Or sometimes people just forget that they have their kid in the back. It has happened. It just happens. And we always advise parents, like, so you don't forget your kid. You could put like your purse or a backpack in the back that you know you need to have. You could put it with a seatbelt around it so it doesn't fly around. And that way it's a reminder that, you know, you're looking back for your stuff and, oh yeah, my kid's back there. And quite honestly, there's times when I've driven with my daughter and she's asleep and it's just so quiet for that split second. I thought I was alone. I'm like, no, she's back there.
I've been there too, where you know, your brain is kind of somewhere else and you're multitasking, as we all do as parents, and it's sometimes these things just happen. So it's really good to have these little reminders or ticklers to.
Sure.
Yeah, and the other thing I remember from our conversation that you mentioned, that you also talk about the length of time that a baby needs to be rear facing and the reasons. And I think all those, many people don't understand or know. So I think it's very beneficial that you guys talk about that and share very relevant information.
Correct. Babies are, you know, are best off flat on their back. And of course, a car seat cannot accommodate a child flat on the back because they'll slip out in a collision. Mm-hmm. That's why they're at a 45-degree position for a pre-crash. Obviously not a good idea for long-term. And what we'll cover is in our session of limiting your time of the baby in that car seat, no more than 2 hours at a time.
Wonderful.
All very useful information.
Yes. Thank you, Ben and Karli, who is not here today, but both of them work together on this, and they will both be teaching that class at the first ride home. So I know that somebody already posted the link. Thank you, Diana. Actually, it was Diana. Thank you so much for posting the link. And I believe we're ready for the next topic, which would be the Mentor Mom program. Cindy, you're on.
Hi, everyone. Cheers for my colleagues who are in their own homes here. I'm having some nice tea this evening. It's July 1st. It's also Canada Day. I'm wearing my Canada Day scarf. I happen to be in Canada on the East Coast, so if the screen gets dark, it's not that my computer is losing battery, the sun is setting. um, And I also mention that because I've just heard some fireworks. So, no alarms if you hear some popping noises. I'm very excited about the Mentor Moms program. It is a joint effort between Blossom and Marnie Levinson, who is a licensed therapist and a mom herself. She founded Becoming Mothers Counseling. And the reason that we felt compelled to do it is that May was, among other things, Maternal Mental Health Awareness Month. And we felt that, when June and the summer rolls around, we don't want to lose sight of the importance of mental health 24/7, 12 months a year. And in a way for us to try to rebuild the community that we've been missing, at least as staff members, since our office doors are actually still closed. To get community, that feeling again, we wanted to do something whereby we can make connections. And if you are yourself a parent watching this, especially if you're a parent who gave birth years ago, you might put yourself in the shoes of a perhaps first-time expecting mom, or a family who's had their first or additional baby during the pandemic. And I don't know about you, but I felt there were many times during the last year and a half where isolation feelings were really high. So I can only imagine how that must feel for the first-time family and when you're growing your family during this time. Fortunately, in our area, things are opening up and it's summer, so people are, more likely able to meet with other people. Vaccination rates are higher. But what we wanted to do was also provide a more safe space of privacy, a one-on-one opportunity, and that's what this Mentor Moms program is about. So if you are listening and you are a mom and you would like to provide one-on-one peer support to a new mom, an expecting mom, or for that matter, a woman who is considering becoming pregnant for the first time, then please do reach out to us. In the comments, we'll paste the link to the webpage that I'm going to ask my colleague to show, which is the Mentor Moms program, to give you an idea of what it looks like. And I can't tell if that is on screen. I think it's coming up. Fantastic. From the support menu at the top, we would go down to Mentor Moms Network. And it's a pretty simple concept. So what I'm going to do in extending my volunteer coordinator role is to keep looking for moms who wish to be mentors. And then any woman, regardless of whether you are currently a Blossom client, who is planning to become pregnant, is pregnant, or who just had a baby, or who has a toddler, and who feels the need for some one-on-one support, then if you want to scroll down on the page, I'll show you where you can click to submit a form. So there's two sides: Become a Mentor Mom, and then in the steps, you'll see in green the links to Become a Mentor Mom application. I will have Deanna please click that for me, which is a Google form. All the information here, of course, will remain confidential. And as we gently scroll down, you'll notice some of the questions that we ask. So what we're asking for in a mentor is a minimum of a 6-month commitment, because the journey of pregnancy and parenthood, it spans several months. We're also looking for a commitment of contacts 1 to 2 or more times per week for approximately 1 hour a week. And the way that we hope that the mom and the mentor will communicate, it's at whatever, using whatever way that they both feel comfortable. So that might be text messages, it could be emails, it could be phone calls, video calls, or in-person meetings now that things have opened up. And we're really excited. This form also, it has 3 pages. It will also ask you a little bit of demographic information, but to keep that sensitive, a lot of those questions are optional. But the reason that we decided to ask for demographic information is we realized, well, say I am, like myself, I'm from Canada. When I moved to the Bay Area, I made friends, but none of my friends had kids yet. So I would have asked for a mentor and said, well, I'm expecting. I am from Canada. I enjoy jogging. I enjoy playing video games or whatever it is, and then I might want to look for somebody who meets those criteria with me. And so that's what we'll be asking for. And then hopefully we'll be able to make a match that works out really well. It's a free program, and because it's free, later this month we are going to be launching a fundraising campaign to our past supporters who are really generous in helping see us through last year. And that's because we don't want cost to be a prohibitive factor for a woman to ask for support at this time. And you know, sometimes I also want to say it can be easier to talk with somebody that you don't know. There were times when I had my baby, I would feel, because my friends, you know, had so much love for me, they would say things like, oh, well, it's okay. This is the baby blues. It will pass. And I didn't really feel comfortable being honest with certain people to say that actually, I don't know if this is really the baby blues. I think this could be perhaps something more. And so I wouldn't actually always open up to tell them, you know, the total truth. So when my husband went back to work, I'd feel really lonely at home. Sometimes I remember when my baby would cry, I would feel sad for extended periods of time. And I think now that I've been through this journey twice, I'm going to offer also to be one of those mentors so that I can be a listener and I can be empathetic to whatever concerns or worries the mom might have. And that's really the goal. And then hopefully from this too, friendships will form. The training session for this, Marty held it yesterday, and there are 6 mentors ready. We have interest from 3 Blossom moms already. So the pairings are going to start. It will be on a first come, first serve basis. And if I could please ask Deanna to go back to the page. If you wish to be a recipient of contacts on a one-on-one basis, then your Google form is on the right. And it's the same process, sure, you may click. And then you will also be asked to fill out some questions. And again, it's private information. So at this point, we do ask for what would you like to see in a mentor in terms of characteristics? Are you a working mom? If you are, then maybe we will match you with another working mom because you might have concerns about, oh, I have to return to work after my baby's only 3 months. I'm having some anxiety about this. So we could pair you in that way. We're really hopeful that this helps alleviate any of the nervousness. We hope that it reduces incidents of depression in new moms, and just to make people feel like they are that they're welcome and heard and understood. That is all I have for now. Thank you, Deanna, for the behind-the-scenes navigation.
Thank you, Cindy. This is such a wonderful, wonderful program. And like she said, we just started it and there's already so much interest because there is a need. I had my babies a long time ago, but I really wish there was this type of program. Being from another country also makes it hard to adjust. So I would have loved to have something like this. So thank you, Cindy, for launching this and the initiative, and Marnie's help is also, of course, we're so thankful to her support and help to train those mentor moms. Okay. What else? What's next? Wait, let's take a little moment. Let's take a little bit of our tea or coffee, little sip water. Thank you. Okay. So next would be Diana to share about the Doula Q&A.
Thank you. Yes. So hello to everyone who is maybe pregnant and expecting. Some of you might be wondering what you can do to prepare for a smoother birth and postpartum experience. And a resource that can be incredibly valuable is a doula. So doulas are professionally trained support companions. They're specifically trained to provide you with educational, emotional, and physical support every step of the way. Birth doulas will meet with you prenatally and then support you throughout the whole labor and birth process. And postpartum doulas will support you at your home after your baby's born. During those first few weeks or months where it can be a challenging adjustment for a lot of families. So doulas are here to support you through that. Whether you've heard of doulas before, or maybe the concept of a doula is something completely new to you, either way, you might have some questions, right? A lot of people may not be as familiar with doulas and how they work. So you might have some questions like, can you be more specific about what other services a doula can provide? What's the hiring process like? Generally, how much might a doula cost? How often will my doula meet with me? Right? And how does the doula work with my partner as well? These are all really common questions people might have. So if you've ever wondered any of these things, if you're at all interested or considering a doula service, we invite you to join the Q&A on hiring a doula. It's a virtual Q&A. It's going to be on July 29th at 7 p.m. And we have two really amazing instructors for this Q&A, Deanna Dawson-Jesus and Cameron Seeberger. They're both doulas and they're both childbirth educators, so they're super knowledgeable, super approachable, and very happy to answer any questions that you may have about working with a doula. So I'm going to share my screen to show folks where they could register for this Q&A. If my team can give me a thumbs up that they can see our Blossom homepage. Great. So blossombirthandfamily.org. From here, you will click right on the doulas tab. And then under doula services for parents is right here, questions and answers on hiring a doula. And right here is the button to register. The registration fee is $25, but if you sign up for the Q&A, this $25 fee can be applied toward using Blossom's Help Me Find a Doula service, where we can help connect you with doulas who are available for your due date and that fit your needs. And it's never too early to start looking. Actually, it might be a little advantageous to start looking into this sooner rather than later, so you can explore your options and increase the chances that you'll find somebody available. It's not impossible to find someone last minute, but it can sometimes be a little trickier. So of course, it's helpful to start looking sooner so you can explore your options and see who would be a good fit for your family if you're looking for a doula. So that is our information on our Q&A event. Thanks.
Thank you, Diana. We're very excited that we are able to have this event again for the month of July. And there's always new updates in regards to the doula programs on our website. So please always look at our website or just send us an email so we can answer any concerns or questions that you might have. Okay, so Helena, we're next with the fun new announcements, the in-person classes.
So exciting that we have this announcement today. I'm going to share my screen so I can show you where to find the information as I speak. So bear with me. Here we go. Last month during the happy hour, I told you that we were bringing classes to different parks in the Bay Area and that we were very happy to be expanding our reach. I am very excited because I miss that personal connection that Cindy mentioned, the need to see people coming and going. So I'm very happy that we are able to expand to 2 new parks. Previously, we were having outdoor yoga classes, mom and baby, prenatal, and our support group at Pierce Park. We are no longer having any more classes at Pierce Park. So starting tomorrow, everything is new. We are moving to Mitchell Park. We are very happy that we were able to start classes at Mitchell Park. Thank you, everybody involved in making this happen. Carolina worked so hard. Thank you, instructors, for coming. If you go to our homepage, I'm just going to show you how to get here. Click on Outdoor Park Classes. You will get to this page that I showed you in the beginning, and you will see the location for Mitchell Park and our new location in Sunnyvale, Las Palmas Park, starting next week. If you scroll down, you will have the schedule. So tomorrow is a Friday. We start already at Mitchell Park with yoga, prenatal yoga at noon with Marty, and 1:30 mom and baby with Marty as well. So again, no more Pierce Park. Tomorrow you're going to Mitchell Park to have classes with Marty there. This is the map. So Carolina, can you help me just give some, I remember that you mentioned that there is a circular structure that you can actually see here in the map, a tree, something circular, right?
Yes, yes. It's a big circle surrounded by trees.
Right.
But inside the circle, it's cement, and that's where we're not having the classes there because it could hurt the knees when we're doing yoga. So the classes will be behind that, still with a nice set of trees, giving us enough shade to be able to participate in the class. And the bathrooms are right there as well. So everything is really close by. Plus, the nice thing about Mitchell Park is that you have the library, and there's a nice cafe there as well, which goes back to our intention to building more community and having the moms meet each other and hang out after class. So this park gives us this opportunity for sure.
Yes. And so next week on Tuesdays, we are also at Mitchell Park with prenatal, mom and baby, and our support group for babies with Eva. And on Wednesday, so tomorrow, Mitchell Park, next week, Tuesday, Mitchell Park. On Wednesday, we have our first class with Anna at Las Palmas Park, and this is going to be an evening class. So those of you who answered the survey and asked us for some new times, here it is, 5:30, and we're very excited about this. Also, the map is here, and we made sure not to just post a map of the park, but we also have the exact spot where the yoga class will be taking place. So feel free, obviously, to email us at blossom@blossombirthandfamily.org if you have any questions about these new locations. We work very hard to make this as clear as possible, and we're very excited. This is for July. We do have new stuff coming for August as well at the park and online. Starting with the dates at the park on August 12th. We have our first prenatal pelvic floor workshop with Jenny Putt, and we're very excited to bring this class. It's going to be a 1-hour workshop on pelvic floor health, especially for the moms who are pregnant. So the focus is going to be prenatal for the month of August. For the next month, in September, we're going to have the postpartum pelvic floor health workshop with Jenny as well. And our intention, and this is what we have programmed until the end of the year, is to alternate between prenatal and postpartum pelvic health workshops. And these are 1 hour workshops, so they're very practical, hands-on. Jenny is wonderful. You will love her. And this will be happening at Las Palmas Park in Sunnyvale. You can click here to register. This is a class just like a yoga class, meaning you can use your A-class pass or credit to purchase this class, which is wonderful. You can come try it out, see how you feel. You can come for the prenatal. After baby, you come for postnatal. And so we feel that this is a very nice opportunity, again, to build community, because this is what we are thirsty for. So more information you can get from going to yoga and fitness and then clicking here on pelvic floor workshops. Again, email us if you have any questions. The other great thing that we're bringing in, this is an offer now for online, but it's pelvic floor, and this is huge. We're very excited because Leslie Howard is amazing and she's coming back to Blossom. This is a more comprehensive workshop. So we have one workshop that's an hour. This is 3.5 hours, so it's a lot more. It is a one-time workshop, and it will take place online Saturday, August 28th. So it's still talking about this very, very important issue, which is the health of our pelvic floor and how little we know about it and how huge of a deal it is. So I invite you all to check this out. Get in touch with us for more information. There's a click to register right here on the side, and you will get every information you need from clicking there. And if you still need anything else, get in touch with us and we'll be happy to talk to you. And I think that's it. Exciting news. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elena. And yes, like you said, how little we actually know about the subject, but how important it is. In some countries, the pelvic floor classes that we're finally able to offer as part of the packages that you can purchase and plus in person is part of the health system. It's part of understanding what's happening with your body as you're holding your baby, and then when you have your baby, what changes? How can you heal your body, right? Depending on your birth experience, things might be a little different for every person. So I'm very, like Elena said, very excited to be able to offer both of these pelvic floor workshops in case that you cannot come to the park and see Jenny in person and learn and do the exercises with her. Leslie Howard is amazing. She's very well known in the Bay Area, and her class is a more overall workshop so you can learn about all the different scenarios. So we have options for everybody here because we know how important this specific subject is for a mother. So we touched on a lot, but I feel like we really went, all the classes kind of cover everything that we're here for, right? All the researchers, all the support, and the self-care that we want to keep on emphasizing that is number one for every mother. And it includes physical, right? Yoga, pelvic floor, and mental health. This is why we have this Mentor Mom program now. And the doulas and the safety of the car seats and your baby. It gives us peace of mind, and it makes us feel empowered and knowledgeable, and we know what we're doing when we come to these classes and gather this information. So that's why we're here for. So that's it for today. It flew by. Thank you so much. If anyone has anything else to share before I say bye.
Oh, happy summer, July 1st. How fun. Weather's good. Things are opening up. Be safe, stay hydrated, stay out of the sun, and enjoy.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, and Karli.
And yes, thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Salud. Until next time, next month.